Welcome to Toffee TV. Here is my three talking points. Everton 3, Nottingham Forest 0 at Hill Dickinson today. The Toffees recording their biggest ever home win at Hill Dickinson Stadium. I know I'm dramatising that week, and hyping it up, but it is for Everton to score 3 goals in a game is a big thing, and they've done it today, and they've done it without reply. So an excellent win. An excellent win for David Moyes' men. 4 wins in the last 5 now. And, that is a brilliant run itself. And I know a lot of people were looking at this set of fixtures with trepidation. And we've responded really well, haven't we? We come back, and we had, obviously, Manchester United, Newcastle, Bournemouth, Forest, and we've done ever so well in that. So, it's the Newcastle one was obviously a really poor result. We were miles off it. In that, if truth be told, I think everybody seemed to have an off day that day, including the goalkeeper, bar Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall, and the goalkeeper had an off day, and everybody else, and we were punished by a team who everything went right for on the day, played well and deserved the victory. But other than that, they have been very, very strong, and today was a comfortable win for Everton. Jordan Pickford the save in the first half, and Tarkowski's block one on the line in the second. Other than that, really, that was it. Forest done very little. Sean Dyche made changes, 3 changes at half time. It didn't alter the course of it, brought another player on, laid 2 players on the second half. It didn't alter anything in the game. And Everton were able to lock it all down and see out the victory quite easily, and that has got to give them more confidence. They've had 3 really difficult games in a week, and they've won 2 of them. And that can't be sort of overstated, given the fact how thin the squad is as well, to go and do it. And they've gone back to the the players today. Michael Keane's played through injury and had a really strong performance. Jake O'Brien's gone from centre-back back to right-back. James Garner's gone from right-back back to centre midfield. Charlie Alcaraz has come in the last couple off the, out the cold and done really well. And, when everyone's, muddled together, stuck together, and has done brilliantly. And in this little run, the clean sheets have been coming as well, and that has been absolutely key. And today, like I said, thoroughly deserved the victory today. I haven't heard any of Sean Dyche's comments, really, about the game, but he can't really have any complaints. They were well beaten on the day, and that's all you can do. And if Everton can continue that, another tough 2 games now, Chelsea away and Arsenal at home. Everton win both of them, they're in the title race. Say they're not. Tell me they're not. But no, really, really good result today. First thing I want to talk about is the home form. Everton had to get their home form trending upwards this season. There was always going to be the excuse of moving stadium, but the reality is, when you actually look at our home record for the last couple of seasons at Goodison, it wasn't like it was amazing. I think we had 5 home wins all season last year. That's really poor. We were better away from home, and therefore, to me, I was never overly concerned about leaving Goodison and going to the new stadium. If we'd have been out posting 10, 11 home wins a season easily at Goodison, and hardly really losing, then the worry would be there. Can we repeat this form? But that wasn't the case the last few years. So moving to a new place, resetting, obviously a lot more Evertonians in there, which makes a big difference as well. We've started our life at Hill Dickinson Stadium really, really strongly. And after today, it's 8 home games played. Everton have won 4 of them, drawn 2 and only lost 2. And so, when you look at it like that, it's not been a bad start at all at our new place. And, 14 points out of 24 isn't that bad a return at all. So, if you look at it that way, 8, 3, 24, we've won 4, that's 12, 2 draws, 14. You look at it that way, it's a good start. Now, okay, next game's going to be difficult, but you start getting the feeling of winning at home. You start recording those victories, then people start looking at your games coming up. You're away at Everton, it's a difficult game. They're coming with a bit of trepidation. Whereas if we'd have started flatly and not really got what we needed at home, teams would have come and enjoyed playing. It's a great stadium, it's a fantastic venue to play football at. And if we're finding it really difficult, then I think it gives an advantage to the opposition, really, and you know, it can hinder you. If you go and look at how teams have started life when they move stadiums, it isn't always really positively, but I think Everton have done a real good job of it. And obviously the crowd, when Thierno Barry scored today, the noise was fabulous for it. And that's what it's about. Can we make it as hostile as possible now? The South Stand are really trying to do that second half, trying to get the songs going again, and they did. There was a few olays when we were knocking it round. So a real positive, you know, performance and a real positive start to life at Hill Dickinson, and that's going to be key if we're just to keep going the way we are, staying well away from any kind of danger, looking at European competition, the race for that, whether we get there or not is a totally different thing, but being able to be in even a conversation at this stage is a real positive for us. And to do that, we're going to need strong home form. So really good start to life at Hill Dickinson Stadium. Second thing we want to talk about is Everton's midfield options. Now, obviously, we've got 2 players back next Saturday for Chelsea away. Thierno Barry was suspended today. He's available again next week. And we've also got Dyche back in the squad next week for the visit to Chelsea. However, that's his only game, isn't it? He's going to be going off to AFCON after that. So again, it's going to highlight that problem. We've got James Garner on a booking. I wondered whether today, if he'd take a sort of a booking late on to get his suspension kind of out the way for next week, because losing him for a trip to Chelsea when we've got Dyche back and Thierno Barry, not as damaging as losing him for one of the next ones when Dyche's gone as well. But listen, you just have to cope with it. Maybe he can get through the next few without getting any kind of bookings. I think he's got 4 games to go before the amnesty kicks in and it resets almost. So the next one's 10 bookings, isn't it? So he's got things of 4 games for that settles down, and the next, that's sort of like the next level is 10. Can he get through them 4? We'll have to wait and see. But that midfield has done a really good job today. Garner back in. The lad's having a fantastic season. There's no doubt about it. He's played left back, he's played right back, he's played centre mid, and he's having a very, very good season. He's been spoken about as a possible candidate for England. Who knows? But the fact that he's even been, you know, sort of spoken about for that shows a big sort of improvement in not only his consistency but how well he's playing. So that's quite a big thing for him as well, playing brilliantly. But today with Charlie Alcaraz, who's come in the last couple, done really well. Gives us a different dimension going forward. You know, really drives us on. So I think he's really, and should be, in David Moyes' mind as, you know, a lad who he can trust and who he can play more, because he does add us an extra dimension. That midfield 3 today I thought were really good. I think they tired a bit. And again, the likes of Alcaraz hasn't played loads of football this season, and therefore done a big shift at Bournemouth on Tuesday and another big shift today. But, you know, having him in, Irabunan we saw come in at Bournemouth and play, you know, didn't have a great game against Newcastle last week and was subbed at half time. Played at Bournemouth in a more withdrawn role, deeper role, and did really well, but was booked and suspended. So whichever permutation we've used, they've worked really well together for the most part of this season, and the manager's going to have to come up with that again. Obviously, like I say, next Saturday we welcome back Irabunan into the squad and Dyche before him and Ndiaye go off, and then it's looking at Ndiaye. You know, he's going. It feels like it's going to be Dwight McNeil at first. However, Dwight McNeil, whenever he's played on the right, has not had a good game. He come on in what I consider is probably his best position today, which is off the striker. He done all right. I thought he did okay, put a great ball in for Beto. I just think he looks tired, but I thought he did all right. I thought he did well when he came on. So, you know, but Tyler Dibbling also got on, and he's one I think Evertonians were hoping when Ndiaye went that Dibbling could be his replacement, but it's up to him now. He's going to get minutes, and Ndiaye's going to be away for, could be 7-8 games. So Dibbling is going to get minutes. and it's up to him to take it, but it's going to be key how David Moyes mixes that all up today. So, going forward. But I thought again today the midfield were excellent. And final point is a big positive, and that is Thierno Barry, who's got his first Everton goal today. The weight has come off his shoulders, you could see that. He's been playing really well the last few games. Ironically, today was his weakest performance, I think, since he started at Sunderland. But I still think he did some good stuff today. There was a couple he cushioned down headers. He holds the ball up so much better than Beto. He's cleaner with the ball than Beto. But I just think he was bullied a little bit today, and it took him a while to get into it with Milenkovic, who I thought, got in his head early on, give him a little knockabout. But, he ends up today being the day that he gets his first ever goal in Premier League football, and his first ever goal for Everton. At the same time, and obviously to score it at the South Stand in a key moment in the game, a key goal, will do him the world of good. You could see how much it meant to the Everton players, to his teammates, Illiman and Dyche, and everyone running over and hugging him. And, just his face and celebrating, screaming, and the smile on his face looking at the South Stand. All of that making a big, big difference to him. And now the hope is that he'll go on and get more goals. Is he perfect? No. Do Everton probably need another striker to bring in as well as Beto, to have as well as Barry and Beto? Yes. But today he'll do him the world of good. Sometimes he's actually scored, funnily enough, in 3 home games on the run. He scored against Fulham, but Illiman and Dyche was offside. He scored against Newcastle, but it hit his hand on the way down. But he has scored today, and it counts. And that's a key thing, that he's got his name. It's on it. Everton 3, Nottingham Forest 0. One of the goal scorers, Thierno Barry. That's all that matters. And he's got it. He's up and running. And normally, when so far the way his career's gone, once he's got up and running, he's scored and his confidence has gone up. And that's what we need for him. We need him between the sticks. We need him attacking crosses. We need him for defenders to worry about him when he's in and around the penalty area. And that's the challenge now for him. The challenge for him is, can we do it? Can I get myself between the sticks and start adding goals to my game? It's great that he's linking the play. It's great that he's getting better. He's winning things in the air. He's got to start adding goals. Today he's added his goal. He's got his first goal. Now it's a case of can I build on it? Can we move on with it? Can I start scoring and making a huge difference to this team? Because if this team starts getting a regular goal scorer, it'll go up another level again. It's already improved hugely since David Moyes come in. It really has. And to win 3-0 today is further testament to that. 4 wins in 5, controlling the ball. Jack Grealish, brilliant again at just getting us out of trouble, killing the ball, laying it off, taking it in tight spaces, taking it under pressure, looking after the ball, Dewsbury-Hall. And that is important for your centre forward when it's Thierno Barry and it comes in and he's killing it or laying it, intelligent little ball into space or switching the play wide first time and getting back in. That all links and knits together. If he can add goals to that and we get a regular goal scorer, it really will make a big difference to this team. And that has got to be Everton's next thing, really. In January's coming up. They've got to be adding 2 or 3. They've got themselves in a brilliant position now. They really have. Can they kick on? Can they keep going? It's always going to be a constant ask. Of course it is. It's going to be a constant ask. Because when you get one thing thrown in front of you, you have to tick it off and move on to the next thing. Then you have to tick it off and move on to the next thing. That's football. That's what happens. And that's where we're up to. But I'm absolutely delighted he's got his goal today. He's up and running. We'll see now whether it makes a big difference. I personally think it will. I think once you've got that belief, I can score in the Premier League, a lot of strikers go on and add goals. Gives confidence to your teammates and it gives confidence to the fan base that he can do it. And the fans were brilliant with him and obviously got a standing ovation when he went off after an hour as well. And it should ignite Beto to want to do better and try to get on the end of things. And he had a header that he glanced wide as well. But I'm delighted Thierno Barry has registered his first Everton goal today. So there you go. Make sure you check out the match reaction stuff as well. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Have a fantastic weekend. Thanks for watching. See you later.